Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Sunday, July the 20th, 2025. Now, just an FYI, this coming Tuesday, July 22nd, there'll be a maintenance break, so just an FYI, if you're trying to log on your usual time, you may not be able to because of the maintenance break. And I see maintenance breaks go from anywhere 30 minutes to 3 hours, so it's always good to kind of keep checking Bethesda, see how it's going on. So of course we are winding down Mutation Week. It's every hour on top of the hour. So let's take a look at our challenges here. They're not in here yet, but we do have a mutated public event here. Let's go ahead and load bearings. Let's go ahead and join this event. Recommend doing these events with other people.
Attention, mineshaft reopening imminent. Available support personnel, please report to mineshaft Kittery for repair and collection duty. Civilians, please exit the area. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and wait for other people. Let's see if those dailies are in here now. So there we go. Complete a mutated public event 1, which again is every hour on top of the hour. We also have this one here, kill a mutated enemy 10. Now again, in order to complete this one, it has to be at a mutated public event and during the mutated public event. All right, FYI, as most enemies around the map, the vast majority are mutated anyway, but it has to be at the mutated public event itself. All right, and of course we will be taking a look at this one here to gain XP 2500. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end, but we should be able to get our 2500 XP no problem during this mutated public event right here. Alright, let's go ahead here.
Attention, shaft reopening detected. Support personnel, please initiate collection and auto-runner repair tasks with caution. Structural instability detected.
Alright, let's go ahead here. Now again, anytime, and I've been talking about this all week, I recommend kind of going around, not focusing on just one enemy, going around and shooting at everything that you can, because as long as one of your bullets land on an enemy, you're good to go. You're good to go. And again, don't focus on one enemy. If you're kind of underpowered and you don't have, the best weapons, that's totally fine. All right. The best thing to do is to just oh, ouch. Oh.
Sir or madam. Reinitialization complete. Beginning mineral harvest.
Again, these mole miners and sometimes the odd mole rat will be kind of popping up around here. It's 6 to 10 so far, so that's good. I just kind of recommend, and if you see an auto miner going down to nothing, you will have to repair them. I think it usually costs like 1 or 2 steel. Alright, so fairly easy. See, I thought he was dead there. There we go, kill mutated enemy, 10 for 10, done.
Reclamation successful.
Nice.
Transferring minerals.
Grab some stuff here.
Later, collect.
See your XP getting up there as well. Now, of course, with the XP, you have to remember the higher the level the enemy is, the more XP you're going to get. I usually find Thrashers a pretty good source of good XP. I don't know where that guy went. Totally disappeared. Nice job. Claim tokens there as well, which you use at the very end. I think down there is just a dead end down there. No point going down there. I like to kind of stay in this particular area here. Huh. We collected everything, so that's good. Not a whole lot down there, as you can see. It's the roof caving in, basically.
Mineral collection complete. Issuing claim token.
Nice. This one here is not too bad. And after that minute's done, we'll have a minute to get out of here. And I never really thought of it, because if you remember, we did this one the other day for the Mutated public event. And I said, oh, we gotta run to the opening to get out of here. And I think it was Drew had mentioned in the comments, oh, you can just fast travel. I was thinking, yeah, and I didn't even think about that. That's a fantastic idea. We can fast travel right outside. You know, just in case you get lost, because it can be a little bit of a maze here, and all that. But yeah, just total genius.
Persistent worker interruption will be recorded.
Alright, so there we go. So we're down to the last minute. You can make your way out of here. As Drew had mentioned, you can just fast travel right back.
Attention all personnel.
You can get out real quick. That way there, you don't have to kind of run through this maze.
Evacuation is required. Failure to exit in a timely
Yeah,
fashion
this is
will
totally
result in
awesome.
docked pay.
There you go, just like that. Nice. Pops you right outside. Over here, nice. 15 seconds. Funny, everyone's kind of gathered like right there by the opening. That's pretty funny. There we go. Completed a mutated public event, 1 for 1, done. Just like that, pretty sweet. We got our gain XP 2500 there as well, as you can see. Nice. Alright, let's take a look at this mutated party pack here. I think we got one anyway, right there. So again, granted for completing a mutated public event with 3+ followed first members present, open up to get your reward. Now again, we've been talking about ammo. I made a video just the other day on how to collect ammo, give you guys some ideas and some locations. And let's just say, use this for example, if you're low on 45 ammo, I recommend you get a weapon in which you can which takes 45 ammo. You have it equipped. It's just not good enough to have it on you. You must have it equipped. That means when you draw a weapon out, that is the weapon that pops out. And then you open up items like this mutated party pack, you know, festive gifts, treasure hunter mole miner pails, and even the festive treat bags. They all work the same kind of way. Let's go ahead and open them up there. Furious short enclave plasma pistol. Right on. Okay, interesting. If you raid our arms, we don't even own that one. It's interesting too. And let's see what pops up here at the top left-hand corner for the 45 ammo. Of course, that's the weapon I have equipped right now. Onslaught slack, eh? 165, 45 rounds right there. Perfect. Beautiful. Love it. Totally love it. All right. And let's take a look at these tokens here while we are talking about it. So let's take a look here. Bonus pack. There we go. So claim token exchange terminal. Tokens detected. 68 in total. And you can redeem these if you choose Exceptional Haul, Rich Haul, or Jackpot Haul. Alright? So we don't have enough for a Jackpot Haul, so we'll kind of hold off on that. And we'll see what we get in the next couple of days. See if we have another one available to us. Some more of those tokens. Alright, let's take a look here at these challenges. So look at that. Just by completing that event, we were able to complete 3 of these bad boys. Complete a mutated public event 1 every hour on top of the hour. Kill a mutated enemy. So again, has to be at and during the mutated public event. This nice one here, gain XP 2500. Pretty awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead. There's not a whole lot we have to stay on this server here for. So let's go ahead. We're going to switch to a private server where it's a little quieter. You can see there in the top right hand corner of the screen, maintenance break this coming Tuesday, July 22nd. Again, I've seen maintenance break anywhere from a half an hour to 3 hours past the the usual daily reset. Like for example, for me, where I'm at in my time zone, it's 1 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon, and that's when I usually start making these videos, you know, on my days off or when I'm working nights. But if there's a maintenance break going on, like let's say after a huge update or some patchwork they have planned on going on, sometimes I can't log on till like a half an hour, like 1:30, or even like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock sometimes. Again, it really depends on what they're doing and how long it takes them, and there's no real rhyme or reason or guess in how long it's going to take. Just takes as long as it takes, basically. Everyone just needs to be patient. Alright, so let's take a scan around, just make sure we're not going to get attacked by anything. Alright, so let's talk about this one here first, the one we just completed, gain XP 2500. So as you saw there, is very easy to do, especially during a public event like this one here. Lots of enemies and creatures, and just by completing the event, you'll be gaining some XP. So different things you can do to gain XP. You can build things in your camp, you can craft things at a workbench, and you can go around, have some fun, As I said, complete some events, complete some daily quests, just go around, kill a bunch of enemies, and, gain some XP there, which is a great way. Now, there are a couple ways you can gain XP a little bit faster, and that's from using lunch boxes, and they'll be under aid here. You pass it right there. There we go. And again, you can stack 4 lunch boxes at a time. That's how you do. Now, if you don't have any lunch boxes on you, most times during events like this one, I didn't see anyone use one this time here, which is kind of rare. But you can always join a public event, and usually high-level folks will open up a lunchbox. And you don't have to be on a team with them, as long as you're within the vicinity of them opening the lunchbox. You'll gain the benefits of that little bit of XP, right? Now, you can buy your own lunch boxes if you so wish under the Atomic Shop. Now, I don't do this myself. I don't know anyone who does. But again, I just want to show you that they are available under the utility section, and they'll be right down here. And as you can see, sometimes they're on sale. This little bunch here, they're on sale, so 40 for 750. Atoms, that's a pretty good little deal there. And again, as you see that free one there, that's typically under the featured section, special free special offer. So even if you play for about 5-10 minutes a day, I always recommend to people to come to this section, this little tab here, special free special offers, and claim their free item. It's usually utility items such as lunch boxes, repair kits, etc. And today just happens to be a lunch box, so everyone will be able to claim a lunch box and use a lunch box, all right? And last but not least is you can gain XP by eating and drinking anything that's cranberry. And you can also join a public team if you so wish. If you go to your map screen and go social, top right hand corner of the screen, now you can create your own team. And as you can see, most of them will give you bonus XP. Now, if you're just kind of going casual, you're going to go solo, I recommend either events or casual, okay? Or even exploration, you get some bonus XP that way there, especially with intelligence. But if you join daily ops, raids, or expeditions, there is an expectation there from that team for you to join them, all right, as compared to the other ones, all right? So FYI there on that, just in case you're unaware. All right, let's take a look at the next one here, Jim. Okay, Canine 5, okay. Many great spots we can find canines here and around the wasteland, many different types of canines. So we have mongrels, 6 mongrels up here at Aaronhold Homestead. Some more mongrels just up from the Green Country Lodge right about here. 3 of them right there. We have wolves. Now, if you're lucky enough to get on the server, there's a event that happens here at Tyler County Fairgrounds that is called Leader of the Pack. There'll be 3 wolf packs in around this area, usually 1 over here. Once when you complete that, there'll be another event following immediately. It's called a wolf pack horde, okay? And it'll be generally in around this radius right here. So again, all kinds of canines, nice and squishy for the low level folks. There's more wolves just north of Grafton. It's a little unmarked location. There's a little lookout out there, and usually there's some wolves up there as well. And of course, we have good old Autumn Acre Cabins with 6 wolves over there. And we have a bunch of foxes here at Big Fred's Barbecue Shack. There's 4 of them there. As well as in around the forest area, you'll come across random locations for animals. Again, it's totally random, and sometimes there'll be some foxes in around the Flatwoods and Wayward areas, okay? But again, it's random. It's not nowhere near 100%. Mutant hounds are also considered canines as well. There'll be some in around Grafton, Eastern Regional Penitentiary in around the courtyard, like where the super mutants are. There's 1 here in Grafton Dam. This is probably your best bet, Grafton Steel and Grafton Steel Yard. Now, it can get a little hairy there, but we can find anywhere from 6 to 12 mutant hounds there. It's a really good spot. Right down here, Wade Airport. That's still not too bad of an area if you're lower level. It's a pretty good spot. There's 2 down here in Huntersville. All kinds inside and outside of West Tech Research Center. Probably about half a dozen here at General Steakhouse. So again, many different types of canines we have here in game. Alright, let's go to good old reliable Aaronhold Homestead here today. We'll take care of some mongrels. Alright, we are locked and loaded already, Jimmy boy. There we go, kill a canine, 5 for 5 done, just like that, 5 of them. And now the 6th one will be upstairs in that building, and he is the alpha. He'll have the little crown on his head. You can go after him if you so wish. Pretty good little spot there, as you can see, nice and squishy. Alright, let's head back to our camp here real quick, and we'll set ourselves up for the next challenge. Alright. Scrap drive to produce silver 3. So silver is a junk item in which we cannot use the bulk and scrap method. Alright. Let's check that out here first at our Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and go craft. And if we go to bulk, go to the S section. As you can see, silver is not an option. Right? So to go around, try to find junk items that will give us silver. Now, there's a couple different ways we can do this. I have a very popular video here on the channel, and I bring you right up here to Palace of the Winding Path, and right here we'll find silver bowls. Each silver bowl will give us 2 silver, and I would say, geez, anywhere from 10 to 12 silver bowls inside the Palace of the Winding Path. I'm talking about the main building, and you can check out that video if you so wish. Okay, it's a pretty good video, very popular one. Another option is ghouls. Ghouls give us quite a bit of silver and gold in terms of utensils like knives. Yeah, knives. Forks and spoons. Wow, Jim, wow. And again, not saying every ghoul will, but they are a good source of gold and silver. So the upper lower part lot just west of Vault 76. Couple in around here, Alpine River Cabins. Eastern Regional Penitentiary, pretty good spot. Just wandering the roadways or even the monorail system of Morgantown here. There's patches of 4 to 6 ghouls every block and a half or 2. They're right on the ground as you get closer, they kind of pop up. Alright, so again, that's a really good spot there. Level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building down here in Lewisburg. White Springs Golf Club and the White Spring Greens. Okay, great sources for ghouls there. Now, another thing you can do is you go down to the White Springs Mall, and if you go around to the vendors down there, they will actually sell the same kind of items, silver items, okay, like knives, forks, and spoons, etc. And you'll be able to buy them with some caps, and then you can scrap them at the Tinker's Workbenches down there. That's just another way of doing it. Alright, so let's go to good old reliable right up here, Palace of the Winding Path. We were here just last week, I believe it was, so I'm not too sure if they'll be in for me here, but we'll try our best. Palace of the Winding Path is good for silver, it's good for ceramic, it's good for copper, and it's good for teapots. Really good spot. Lots of scorched around as well. So we're going to sneak on in this main building. The first silver bowl is usually right here, but as you can see, it's not spawned in for me. The other one's usually right here. I'll head up the stairs. So I think we did this during our weekly challenge video, and that's why I haven't reset my game yet to pick up 250, 255 items. That's why they're not here. Usually there's one right here as well. And there's usually one right there. You head into this room. There's usually one in this room here as well. So there's, again, I've already kind of picked these up, but there will be some upstairs. So let's head upstairs here. This is the top of the building. If you kind of go along here, there's a couple that I didn't pick up. This one right here. So if we pick that guy up, and if we go under item, as you can see there, 2 silver each. So 2, 4, 6, like that. Perfect. And there's another one right there. And as you can see, lots and lots of silver we can be had here. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go back to our camp, and we're going to scrap these up. Now, you can scrap these at any workbench, another player's camp, any workbench at all, at a train station, what have you. We're just going to head back to our camp to set ourselves up for the next one. Shut this light off. Okay, let's go ahead and scrap these silver bowls up here. Let's just use our cannery. As you can see there, item stats right in the middle, 2 silver each. There we go, scrap drink to produce silver, 3 for 3. I guess we only needed 2 of them. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Big Nuka-Cola 3. Again, we talk about the Nuka-Cola Collectron here a lot on the channel. And we haven't talked about too much lately, but we do talk about a lot here in the channel. This is the OG one. Again, he'll pop up for sale once in a while in the Atomic Shop. He usually by himself for 250, 500 items. And as you can see, he'll passively collect some different types of Nuka-Cola. Probably even some nice rare ones like cranberry. Look at that, 3 cranberry, 2 grape, 3 wild, pretty awesome. And again, we can also buy him with gold bullion from Samuel over in Foundation. He must have a cautious reputation with the settlers, and I believe it's 1250 gold bullion. Now this is the OG one. This is the very first one that we ever got. And we do have another variation. If we go to our build menu here real quick and go under the resource tab, this is more so for the newer folk who are maybe returning to the game. We do have this quantum version right here. So we get this one here during the season 11 scoreboard when Nuka World on Tour was first brand new. And again, he'll also collect Nuka-Cola products in bottles like the red one will, but he'll also collect purified water and nuclear waste as well. So this one here is a pretty good one to have. And he'll actually collect Twist as well, which is the newest and rarest Nuka-Cola product that we have. Now, he goes on sale maybe once or twice a year again, but he's usually bundled with other things. And I'm surprised, being middle of July, we haven't yet seen these in the Atomic Shop. I'm just kind of shocked by that. I've been talking about it for some time now, and I'm hoping Bethesda brings them back to the shop to help the newer folk out. But again, it can be any Nuka-Cola product at all. So let's take a look at a couple locations. Teller County Fairgrounds, we have that Nuka-Cola stand. Of course, we're here kind of on Nuka-Cola plant right inside the in and around the roller coaster raider area of Camden Park. Right here at Green Country Lodge, right by the swimming pool area, there's a Nuka-Cola machine that's pretty good. Nuka-Cola machine that's in the level 50 DMV building down in the basement is pretty decent as well, I find. And around the picnic table area of Lewisburg, there's a Nuka-Cola machine there as well. Nuka-Cola machine is right up against the museum here at Philippi Battlefield Cemetery. It's a pretty good spot. Right here at Sunday Brothers Cabin. Once when you spawn in, you go up the driveway towards the main house, but you don't go to the main house. There's a little hut on the left-hand side with a candy cane roof. You go inside, there's a bunch of tin cans in there, as well as about 4 Nuka-Cola product. And probably one of the best spots, of course, is right here at good old Nuka World on Tour. This is a free fast travel once when you discover it. Again, you can kind of make that little loop around. Go up to where seismic activity happens. There's a bunch of kiosks that are up there, and depending on the server that you're on, really, you guys have seen me do it many times, whether they spawn in or not. I usually don't pick them up, and I do them on private servers, so sometimes they just don't spawn in. But if you're on a server with other people, you may have the server hop that location, because people will have the same challenges, and they could easily clean that place out. We also have vending machines here at Nuka World on Tour, in which you can buy Nuka-Cola products at the end of the day with caps, okay? And of course we have good old Bubbles up here at the White Spring Resort. We use the front door icon right here. You take a right up the stairs to the tavern, to the medical bay, the big wide open area where the responders are. You take a left, there's a little store there where Giuseppe trades things for stands. We have Bubbles, and you can buy Nuka-Cola products from Bubbles right there as well. One thing that's good about Bubbles and the vending machines down here is that inventories are not tied together, so you can go ahead and buy from each and That's pretty much your last resort, or if you're really short on time, you can just go ahead and buy them at the end of the day. And of course, we have the Etta Psi house here, the one with the blue door, right at Fraternity Row. But again, I don't really give. I do show the location when I do go through those challenges, but I find that place very popular and it's usually cleaned out on public servers. But you can definitely try that. So right where you spawn in, you head right up the hill on the roadway. You pass those 4 ghouls and the Etta Psi house with the blue door. That's the one with the Nuka-Cola bedroom downstairs. All right. Let's pop in the Sunday Brothers cabin here today just to show you that real quick. Now that I gave you all kinds of options there. But once when you get your hands on one of those Nuka-Cola collectrons, you'll have one in every single camp. Okay. And what is going on here? Okay, that's kind of weird. Again, you just walk up to this main building. There's the hut with the cane-to-cane roof right there. And there's, again, all kinds of tin cans in here, as I mentioned. So 1 tin can will give us 2 steel and 1 lead. And there's our 4 Nuka-Cola products right there. These are always here, okay? Now, I have Nuka-Cola products on me already. I'm just going to go ahead and drink them. Again, it can be any Nuka-Cola product at all. It doesn't have to be just the cola one. So here's a cherry. Here's a cola. Here's a dark. There we go. Actually, fun fact, the dark is actually considered an alcoholic beverage as well. 2 for 1 deal. Let's see what's next. Alright, so I'll test the rifle to an NPC vendor 1. So this one here will probably be the hardest one for people. And there's a couple ways I recommend doing this. You can go ahead, if you have the plan, you can craft it at a weapons workbench and sell it to an NPC vendor. Now, another thing, a way you can do is you can try the NPC vendors down at the White Spring Mall. Okay, if we use the north entrance, you can try the vendors down there, especially like where Frederick is, like where all the workbenches are. And he may be selling a Tesla rifle down there that someone crafted and sold, so you can buy it and then sell it back. All right, so that's another option. Now, an NPC vendors are also those legendary exchange machines that we script our legendary weapons. So if you get a legendary Tesla rifle from completing an event, or if you find one or someone drops one, you can script it at one of those legendary exchange machines at any train station, and that's also considered an NPC vendor as well. Another thing you can do is if you go around the map and you find a higher level player, okay, there's a good chance that they probably have the plan. And you can always message them and say, hey, listen, I'm having a rough time trying to find a Tesla rifle. Can you craft me one so I can complete the challenge? I know myself, I would help a person out, no problem. All right, let's look for that plan here. Usually the plan is right down here at Watoga Shopping Plaza, right down here in Watoga. So let's pop down here real quick so I can show you that. Now, the thing you have to remember about plans, okay, we went through the same thing about the sweet roll just the other day. If you get on a server and you're stuck on a server with other people, what can happen is someone got there before you and bought that plan, right? So you'll have to server hop it a couple times until you get on the server, until you that particular vendor has that plan. All right, so keep that in mind. So here's vendor bot Phoenix here. Let's just go right down here to notes. Now I do have the plan already. I just kind of wanted to show you, so it'll be known plans right down here in the T section. There we go. So 3,000 caps, and of course that will reduce if you have the hard bargain perk card under charisma and grape mentats. They will both stack, and you can buy it that way if you so wish. Right, so that's just to give you an idea of what that looks like. All right, so let's head back to our camp. Actually, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We should have just gone to the mall. But anywho, there's a nice little picture there with Santa Jim. Little mongrel friend. All right, let's go ahead and craft one here at the weapons workbench just because we can. Of course, it'll be under energy guns. That's a rifle right there. So again, you'll need to be at least level 40 There we go. Alright, so now that we have our Tesla weapon, what are we supposed to do? Sell it to an NPC vendor again. As I mentioned, NPC vendor is any robot vendor at any train station on the map. Alright, any robot vendor down at the White Spring Mall, we can use the north entrance. Vendor bought resident here at Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. Vendor bought Phoenix over here, we were just at with Toga's Shop and Plaza. Sunny Top Twins here at Foundation. We have the Fisherman and Captain Raymond Clark here at Fisherman's Rest. We have our old pal Bob. Vendor Bob here at the Flatwoods White Church. We have good old Duchess over here at the Waywarner. Again, if you're a ghoul like myself, you will need a disguise just to get in the place. Graham, traveling merchants, etc., etc. All kinds of options there for vendors. Let's pop into this Charleston station here, just down the road from where we're at. Or up the road, I should say. And again, if you happen to get your hands on a legendary one from completing an event or something that's dropped, these legendary exchange machines, when you script it, we can do it that way. This is also considered an NPC vendor. And you can always script it and then buy it back. Here's our vendor bot here. Sell our Tesla rifle. There we go. Sell Tesla rifle to an NPC vendor, 1 for 1, done just like that. Oh yeah. Is there a weapons workbench in here? Yes, there is. I think that's it. We are done just like that, guys. Pretty awesome. Let's take a look at weapon of the day here. Nope, that's scrap gem. That one. That button right there. 2-shot hunting night vision lever action rifle, plus 1 projectiles, plus 75% damage, plus 50% chance to hit a target in VATS, plus 100% faster movement speed while aiming, night vision. 2-shot VATS enhanced and nimble. Hardened receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long night vision, scope suppressor, hunter lever action paint, 133 times 2 damage, single fire, 45 ammo. Again, this one here is only 5 in the tube, or 4 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. It's very powerful. Very powerful weapon. In terms of perk cards here, again, a typical old-fashioned rifleman build, but these are the perk cards I have going on here. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Nice, just like that. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share with the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, FelixTheKat, Dan Ferreira. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.